Good day. Welcome to Social and Professional Issues in IT. So, for today's discussion, we will talk about mainly how IT and ICT is present in today's society. But we will focus mainly in ICT. Later, I will discuss the difference of the two, the components of ICT, how it affects our society, how it develops social businesses, and the significance of IT in some aspects of society. So let's start. Okay, so IT by definition refers to the entire information domain while it includes hardware, software, peripherals, and the network. While the term ICT is used mostly within the academic arena that refers to the branch of IT related to digital devices that are used to communicate or interact with digital information. So this term is used to describe a very specific area of IT and is more specific than the general idea itself. So definitely the difference between IT and ICT is the concepts that the terms cover. ICT is simply a specific area of IT. The concepts covered within ICT are part of IT industry, but not all IT concepts are covered by the term ICT. For example, IT covers or it includes software development. So, where programmers and developers create applications and systems to support business functions, while ICT in its agenda have this kind of, for example, internet services, which encompasses internet related technologies such as web development, online communication platforms, and e-commerce that enable global information sharing and online transactions. ICT also covers telecommunication networks, so it includes the design and operation of telecommunications such as mobile networks, voice over internet protocol systems, which enables the voice and data communication worldwide. Also, part of ICT or agenda in ICT is, for example, the video conferencing. So ICT technologies like video conferencing software and hardware enable real-time audio and video communication between individuals or groups, fostering remote collaboration. So we have here components of ICT. So we have actually six. You have the people, software, hardware, procedures, data, and information. Let's start first with the software because that's number one, kumbaga, in our components. So software are computer programs which provide a step-by-step instructions to get the job done. So the things that you are using right now in your computer or in your devices are considered to be as software. You also have the hardware. So these are actually physical representation of ICT in our day-to-day living. So these are components that make up the ICT system, which includes devices, input devices, storage, processor, output devices like your monitor, and communication devices like your mobile devices. Okay. Another one important component of ICT also is the people. So these people or us make judgment and decisions from the output supplied by ICT. So we are considered to be the end users of ICT. Okay. You also have here the data. So data, these are raw materials of ICT. These are processed by ICT to provide information, which is the output provided, of course, by ICT. So this data are necessary for us to generate reports, which is essential to be considered as information. The second to the last one is what you call information. These are the results from processing the raw data as mentioned a while ago and as considered as information for ICT systems. And then you also have here the procedures. So if you notice, I mainly talk about communication in ICT because that's one factor that differentiates IT and then ICT. Mainly, when you say IT, it has procedures of passing data or information between different people. It determines what is needed to do and when. So the data and information that is being used in ICT are passed on from one person to the other. Okay, so those are components of ICT. Anything that is lacking within the sixth one might become a problem when you are doing ICT or when you are using ICT. Okay, now let's go to the next one. You have ICT societal and economic impact. So the first one is transformation. Information communication technology has the power to transform society. So for instance, the widespread adoption of smartphones and internet has transformed how people access information, communicate, and conduct business. It has even changed the way we work, we learn, and even entertain ourselves. The transformative potential of ICT extends to sectors like healthcare, education, agriculture, and governance, where it can improve efficiency, access to services, and overall quality of life. Another societal and economic impact is it plays a role in each of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs, providing the infrastructure needed to achieve them. So, the UN SGDs are a set of actually 17 global objectives aimed at addressing various societal challenges, including poverty, hunger, healthcare, education, gender equality, and climate change. ICT serves as a foundational enabler for these goals by providing the infrastructure and tools necessary to make progress. For example, ICT can support healthcare systems through telemedicine So just like what we have in our during COVID-19, you have what you call teleconsulta. Like you are able to do medical consultations online or over the phone, di ba? And another one is that with ICT, data analysis enhances access to even quality education through e-learning platforms, and of course promote economic growth by facilitating e-commerce and financial inclusion. It also aids in monitoring and reporting progress toward the SDGs through the data collection and analysis, helping governments and organizations make informed decisions. You also have here another impact is that it enables financial inclusion through mobile commerce and allows people to connect instantaneously. Okay, so ICT has revolutionized the financial services, particularly in regions with limited access to traditional banking. So, mobile commerce allows people to conduct financial what do you call this one? It allows the conduct of financial transactions using mobile devices, bypassing the need for the conduct of financial transactions using or through a physical bank. This empowers individuals who were previously unbanked or underbanked to access financial services. They were able to access financial services just like saving money, making payments, and even access credit. So additionally, ICT enables instant connectivity through mobile communication networks, enabling people to communicate, share information, and access services quickly and easily. This connectivity is especially vital in emergencies and for staying connected with loved ones even across distance. You also have here, it empowers people to share knowledge and advice instantaneously and set up online shop or website at low cost, dramatically lowering the barriers to starting a business. So, with ICT, it has already democratized access to information and business opportunities. So, individuals and entrepreneurs and even companies leverage the internet to share knowledge, connect with a global audience, and start businesses with minimal upfront costs. Blogging, social media, and online marketplaces provide platforms for individuals to showcase their expertise, products, and services to a vast online community. So if you could still, if you notice, diba, with the advent of ICT and its growing power, we have already like it opened doors to people whenever they would want to share their stories, to share their advice. People get to do vlogs. They even get to have podcasts, di ba? And in terms of business, it was already because of ICT, people or small entrepreneurs or even starting entrepreneurs, they were able to provide or open their businesses at low cost. Diba? Just like for example, if you would want to open a TikTok shop, you can just register and then boom, you can sell anything online. Even in Shopee, you can just register and for a period of time, you can create your own store. Okay? Another one is that advance in technology has always been for profits to increase revenue. So, throughout history, businesses have sought ways to leverage technological advancements to increase their profitability. ICT is no exception. So, ICT was also included as factors on how you will make your business as profitable as possible. Companies across industries use technology to enhance their operations, reach larger customer bases, improve product offerings, and optimize supply chains. For instance, e-commerce platforms have transformed the retail sector by enabling companies to sell products online, by expanding their customer reach and sales channels. So, for example, in the earlier years, if you would want to buy luxury brands, you need to go there. So that would mean that the stores who are offering luxury items have only one audience: those who can travel and go to their physical shop, and those who have the financial capability. Unlike today, you don't need to travel. What you just need is that you need to have an application or register to a particular e-commerce application, and then you can just buy it for as long as you have your financial or you are financially capable. Okay? So that's one impact brought by ICT. Similarly, data analytics and artificial intelligence, which is very rampant today, very popular today, are employed to gain insights into customer behavior, personalize marketing efforts, and improve decision making. So ultimately, the pursuit of increased revenue through ICT drives even competition, faster economic growth, and fuels ongoing developments in ICT. You also have it here. ICT is actually developing social businesses in three main ways. The first one is affordability. You also have scalability, and of course, you have community. Let's start first with affordability. So affordability, it means na it talks about like lower costs, lesser expenses, ganyan, di ba? Okay, so let's have, for example, online learning platforms. So during COVID-19 pandemic, the education sector faced significant disruptions as schools and universities around the world were forced to close temporarily to prevent the spread of the virus. The situation presented a considerable challenge for educators, students, and even parents. But however, affordable ICT solutions played a crucial role in addressing these challenges. So this is where ICT went into the play. Okay, so for example, decreased setup costs. Traditional in-person education often requires substantial investments such as physical infrastructure, which includes classroom, libraries, and laboratories. Additionally, there are costs associated, like for example, with printed textbooks, transportation, and other resources. However, with the help and advent of affordable ICT solutions, educational institutions could quickly transition to online learning platforms with minimal upfront costs. Okay? The second impact, or the second, what they call this one, a second factor in affordability. You have here social entrepreneurs and affordability. So many social entrepreneurs and educational startups recognize the need for accessible online learning solutions during pandemic. They leverage these existing affordable ICT tools and platforms to create and deliver educational content. For example, platforms like Coursera, Khan Academy, Udemy provided free or even low-cost access to a wide range of educational materials, including video lectures, interactive quizzes, and discussion forums. Okay? Another one, you also have here advice at the click of a button. So additionally, teachers, students, and parents could access resources and advice with just a click of a button. Online communities, forums, and social media platforms became hubs for sharing tips, best practices, and support for remote learning. So this was really evident during COVID-19. Teachers could collaborate with colleagues worldwide to exchange lesson plans and teaching strategies. Students, on the other side, and parents could seek guidance on technical issues, on effective study, and techniques using ICT over the internet. Okay? Another one, the affordability impact of ICT solutions allowed social entrepreneurs and educators to continue to provide educational services without major investment and losses. It ensured that learning could continue during a period of uncertainty, bridging the gap created by physical school closures. Moreover, the affordability factor democratized access to quality education, breaking down barriers for students from diverse socioeconomic backgrounds who might not have access to online learning. Online learning. So in this example, affordability of ICT solutions not only help educational institutions adapt to unforeseen challenges, but also empowered social entrepreneurs to create inclusive and accessible educational opportunities for a broader audience. It demonstrates how ICT affordability can be a game changer during uncertain times, facilitating innovative solutions without the need for extensive financial resources. So, in general, or in a nutshell, with the help of ICT, it lowered down the cost of you getting an education or accessing learning resources online, diba? So that's one good factor for ICT. Next, this one is very common. The logo is very common, and it's now really the mainstream, diba? So GCash is actually a product of ICT. It's a payment gateway. It's what we use right now. I think everybody will agree na everyone is already using GCash for mobile transactions because of its ease of use and efficiency. So, mobile payment services, ayan, it's often referred to as mobile wallets, are an excellent example of how ICT infrastructure enables scalability. When you say scalability, it means na having a small size and then putting it or creating it into a bigger size na podayon. Okay? So, these services have transformed the way financial transactions are conducted, particularly in regions with limited access to traditional banking services. The scalability afforded by ICT infrastructure means that social businesses can expand their operations rapidly. So in the case of mobile payment services, as more users adopt the platform, the network effect comes into play. As the user base grows, the service becomes more valuable and convenient for everyone involved. This in turn attracts more users and businesses to join the ecosystem, creating a positive feedback loop that accelerates scalability. Let's face it, GCash, when it went out in the market, it's not really the mainstream. Like, hindi lahat gumagamit ng GCash. But because of its improvements, because people have already saw its effect or its convenience, everyone was then using it. And even entrepreneurs, stores, companies are already providing options uh, in terms of payments through GCash, di ba? So, GCash started as a mobile payment service for transferring money between individuals. Over time, it included bill payments, di ba? Merchant transactions, and even savings and credit services, G-Credit, G-Gives, G-Loan. Its scalability allowed it to become a ubiquitous financial tool for millions of people, including those in remote rural areas. So, in summary, the scalability enabled by ICT infrastructure, as demonstrated by mobile payment services, empowers individuals and social businesses to reach broader market, optimize their operations, and achieve their mission to for more effectively and efficient transactions. It even illustrates how ICT solutions can be leveraged to a scale of social impact initiatives as quickly as possible. So, ayan. The next one, you have community. So, let's have, for example, local agriculture cooperative and digital engagement. So, imagine a social business that focuses on supporting local agriculture in rural community. Their goal is to empower small-scale farmers and help them access broader markets for their produce. ICT plays a pivotal role in connecting this social business with the community where the community it serves. So, for example, you have it here. For the first one is working within the community. So, how does ICT go there? So, the social business establishes a local agriculture cooperative, bringing together farmers from the community. They provide these farmers with smartphones and internet connectivity, enabling them to access essential resources and information, like better resources on how should you take care of your crops, diba? Something like that. In terms naman of continuous engagement, with the help of mobile applications and messaging platforms, the social business maintains continuous communication with the farmers. For instance, they can share real-time weather updates, market prices, and agricultural best practices directly through mobile apps. So farmers can even ask questions, seek advice, and share their experiences with ease, di ba? Another also, you have direct and engaging. So ICT solutions allow for direct and engaging interactions between the social business and farmers. For example, if a farmer faces a pest infestation issue, they can take a photo of the affected crop and send it to the social business via messaging app. Agriculture experts from the social business can then provide immediate guidance on pest control measure. But that's a good approach on how to solve problems. Broadcasting business messages. They can share success stories of local farmers, market their produce, and even promote the cooperative's activities. So this not only helps raise awareness, but also attracts potential customers and supporters from outside the local community. So, community impact. Through the ICT-enabled community engagement efforts, the social business not only empowers local farmers with knowledge and resources. Farmers feel connected to the cooperative and are more likely to actively participate in its initiatives. So over time, the engagement leads to sustainable empowerment and economic growth for the community. So in this example, ICT serves as the bridge between the social business and the community, where it aims to empower. Okay? It enables direct, engaging, and continuous communication, allowing the business to provide timely support and resources to farmers. Furthermore, it even facilitates the broadcasting of messages, promoting the cooperative's activities, and fostering the sense of community among participants. So this is how ICT demonstrates the enhancement of community-based social businesses its effects and its impact. So that's how ICT helps community. So that's just only one example, okay, or one scenario, but you can have even more. Next, let's go to the significance of ICT. Ayan. For the significance of ICT, let's start first with education. So the incorporation of ICT into the social curriculum enhances the quality of education by making learning more engaging, interactive, and accessible. Let's face it, in the classroom, if there are ICT-related activities, ICT-related resources, the class is quite active, quite interactive, because it really sparks interest among students and even the teachers. Okay? It not only helps students excel in various activities or subjects, but also equips them with digital skills that are valuable for their future education and career. ICT becomes an integral part of their learning journey from an early age, preparing them for information-driven world where they will navigate as adults. That's for education. The second one is for development. So, actually, the big significance talaga of ICT is reducing distance through communication. So that's really a big development, okay? So ICT has bridged geographical gaps. Residents can now communicate and interact with peers, business partners, customers over long distance through various ICT tools. Video conferencing, for example, you have emails, phone calls, have reduced the need for physical presence and appearance, enabling collaboration and knowledge exchange with individuals and organizations worldwide. Okay? The last one is environmental sustainability. So I'll give an example so that everyone will know how does ICT affects or became significant in environmental sustainability. So in a remote community dependent on a fragile ecosystem for their livelihoods, ICT solutions will be introduced to address the lack of awareness regarding environmental conservation. So an environmental organization can be in partnership with local authorities, deployed sensors and cameras to monitor environmental parameters, transmitting real-time data to a central database. The community then receives environmental education through educational videos, radio broadcasts, and interactive workshops, promoting awareness and engagement. So, empowered with knowledge, the community will then adopt sustainable practices, bridging the gap between environmental stability and development. Over time, these efforts contributed to preserving the ecosystem, benefiting both wildlife and communities' well-being. So ICT played a vital role in the transformation, enhancing environmental education and conservation in the remote area. So basically, yun, ICT will really will become a big tool in environmental sustainability in providing good information and awareness on how should we take care of our environment for it to last. Okay? So this is the introductory part of our professional and social issues. So task performance will be posted in your Google Classroom. If you have comments about this video lecture, please comment it down below and I will answer it in our next meeting. Thank you so much for joining me today.